Well, here's a few things that you need to keep in mind when you're in the process of ending your relationship with the firm that you're working with. If you find yourself at the end of representation with your law firm or the law firm that's representing you, you may find yourself wondering, well, then what happens now? Your case is over, or you've decided that you're going to end your relationship with your law firm, or your law firm is ending the relationship with you. And you may find yourself in this position of trying to figure out, well, what happens now? Find out what documents that you can get access to. Now, some people, they don't want to get any paperwork. They're like, leave it with the firm. I'm all good and so forth like that. But you never know. There may be documents that you need to rely upon for later, whether it be a doctor's notes, whether it be letters from different places, whether it be legal documents at particular points where people want to know where something happens. Maybe it's the final decision from the judge, whether it be in a civil case or any type of other case like the family law, probate, whatever the case may be. Find out what documents that you need to keep your hands on. Find out whether there's any monies that you owe. If you're in a situation where there's some additional monies that you may have to reimburse the firm, you want to know what that is. So this way your accounting is kind of squared away and you've gotten that taken care of with regards to any monies or anything of that nature. Find out whether or not, or more importantly, how long they'll hold the records for you. In some instances, every state is a little different. Some lawyers, they may have to hold on to records for 7 years, 6 years. It just depends. Because if you're in a situation where you don't want to have to hold on to all these documents, especially if you've got a really big case with a lot of documents that may be held electronically and so forth, you may want to be able to reach back to that attorney or that law firm at some point in the future. So this way they can have access to it and you can have access to them. Find out what the policies and the procedures are for them transferring your case to someplace else. So let's say they're working on a case and you decide to relocate. And maybe you're in a whole different jurisdiction and there's documents in your old case that may be helpful to your new situation. Find out from them what is the process and the protocols for how that is handled, so this way you know ahead of time. And then finally, find out if there's a way that you can give some input. So what I mean by input, meaning a review. I know that Google review is a popular thing and all that good jazz, but you want to be able to know ahead of time what ways you can give some feedback, so this way they can improve upon the services that they've provided. And trust me, they'll appreciate that as well, because if you liked what they did, they're going to want to know what they did well. And if you didn't like what they did, they're going to want to know that too.